All right. Honestly, I was gonna wait, believe it or not, to get more comic books in before doing this haul. I think that would have been dumb. I'm getting more books, and I'll just do a different haul. So the title of this haul: $2 for every book. It is true. I'll get into that story. With the exception of the first three books, everything I got in this haul after that was $2 a book. Let me just get this out of the way. First of all, thank you. Thank you for being here. Aloha. Doom143. First time to the channel, please, by all means, subscribe, like. I'm also affiliated with other people within the comic book community, such as Joker M21 and East Meets West. So, yeah, a lot of great stuff going on. What else we got? It's kind of about it. That's about it. That's about it. I don't want to make this too crazy because I think the haul in itself is going to be a pretty long one. All right, so what do we have here? We'll get into the haul. We'll just get into the haul. So the first three books, Wolverine 6. This is cover A. So I guess it's kind of a hot book. First appearance of Solemn, not too sure how to pronounce it. Upcoming characters. I mean, that's what sells books, right? New characters always sells books. Speculators go crazy. We go crazy. Then we want to find the variants. That's how the cover. That's how it is. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Anyway, so here you go. Found that one. I also found the variant. These I got for cover price, but the one I was kind of stoked to have. I'm not the biggest Alex Ross fan. I'm an Alex Ross fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not this biggest Alex Ross fan. But yeah, I got this one too. So Wolverine 6. Um, anyway, I guess there's a little glare. Like I said, first appearance of Solom. There's a bunch of these Alex Ross covers coming out. They all have a cosplay feel to me. So, like I said, not really the biggest Alex Ross fan, but I am. Just not all his books. All right, so I will leave this here so we can get into the meat of this haul. So, basically, what happened is I have a buddy here in Hawaii who ran into, I guess, a couple of collections, and I went down. She said, by all means, check it out. Whatever you want, take it out, and we'll do a price on it. I just so happened to pick out 50 books, and he said, "How's $100?" And I said, "Yeah, let's do it. 50 books, $100, $2 a books, totally. I got it." So we'll try to run through this. Not everything is crazy keys, but I'll show you what I found. So one of the biggest things that I'm starting to see trending a lot right now is just New 52. For some reason, a lot of the books in New 52, it almost really doesn't matter what title. A lot of people are starting to pick them up, and they're starting to get starting to get a little pricey. Now, this one is not too crazy. It's like a $5 book, but I got it for $2. So super stoked on that. Flash number 1, New 52. I found a Firestorm number 1, New 52. Stoked on those. And I also found a Green Lanterns number 1, New 52. After this, it actually got pretty fun. So there's a lot of things I was looking for when it came to New 52. Of course, first appearances and whatnot. But New 52 has a lot of great variants. They had steampunk variants, and they had, geez, I can't even think of all the other ones. I think, what is it, monster variants? That could have been something else. But a lot of slightly harder to find second print, third print. Again, slightly harder to find or really hard to find sketch variants. And believe it or not, I found this many DC stuff that had to do, no, I lied. Let me take that back. Found this much DC stuff that either was slightly harder to find, And so I picked them up. And we'll get into that right now. So what did I found? I found Aquaman #1. This is the second print, first appearance of the Trench. Since Aquaman news has not been appearing anywhere, people forgot about this book. So I'm going to keep picking them up. #1 and #2, especially if you can find the second prints. I think they're still a great buy. People go crazy after these when the news pops, and then no one's talking about it, and then the news dies down. So I figured, why not pick them up? They didn't say they canceled the Aquaman movie. It's still about the Trench, so why not pick it up since it's cheap right now? Found Action Comics #1. Pretty stoked on that. And then I found this one in the third print. So very happy. Again, slightly harder to find. Not a super valuable book, but I got it for $2, so super stoked. The rest of the DC stuff I was really, really happy to find because, again, like I said, most of these are, I think they're 1 in 25, so just slightly harder to find. Not super crazy. I found 2 copies of Green Lantern #1, New 52, black and white, so or sketch, whatever you want to call them. A lot of rare comic collectors or variant collectors love to find these New 52 sketch covers. Found Red Lanterns 21, 1 in 25 sketch. Found Detective Comics 17, another 1 in 25 sketch. Really happy to have those. Like I said, just slightly harder to find stuff. Earth 2 #9. Found that one in the black and white. I don't know, is it black and white sketch or just sketch? I'm going to call it sketch. I could be wrong. This one was a hot book back in the day. I found this one, Earth 2 #18. This was the first time that Batman turned bad. So this was a hot book for that Justice League movie that came out when everybody thought that Batman would have ended up being the bad guy. And he was for a little bit until somebody had to kind of wake him up. I think it was Lois Lane that woke him up. But yeah, so this was a hot book for a minute. Found this one in a sketch. I think this is my second time I found that. Aquaman 21. Found that in the sketch cover, New 52. Like I said, just slightly harder to find. 1 in 25. This one is Aquaman 17. First appearance of Merc. If you remember Merc was in the Aquaman movie. Maybe I can put a picture or something. Hopefully I remember to do that. But yeah, found this one. Again, 1 in 25. Slightly harder to find sketch covers. Really like finding these. Red Lanterns, #16. This is a wraparound. These are actually even more sought after is the wraparound covers. So this one is #16 of Red Lanterns. I thought this one was pretty cool. This one is Dark Knights, #13. Again, 1 in 25 wraparound sketch. Let's see what this book looks like if I open it up. I think that might be fun. Let's see. What does that look like? It's kind of hard to find. I don't think that was a good idea. But you get it. It's a wraparound. So yeah, these wraparounds, again, a lot of people try to seek after these. Teen Titans 16, another wraparound sketch cover. 1 in 25, again, harder to find. These things, really variant collectors, they love this stuff. They buy these up. Nothing crazy. I would say if you find any of these New 52 black and white sketch or wraparounds under $10, I say it's a pretty good buy if you're into it. If you're not into it, don't get it. But if you're into it, like me, I like finding these kind of weird stuff. So you have this one, 16. Let's see what that looks like. That's cool, I guess. Teen Titans 13. Another wraparound. Superman 16. Wraparound sketch. This is where it gets a lot more pencil-y. You can see how it's just more pencil, not a dark ink like this, but more of a sketch detail. There you go. So Superman. Superman #13. Another New 52 wraparound sketch. Found all of these for $2 again. Just could not be any happier. Aquaman 12 sketch cover. Aquaman 13 sketch cover. Yeah, like I said, really, really happy to find these. Really sought after for variant collectors and people that just like to find those obscure stuff. And Red Lantern 13. Oh, $2 a piece. I'm still going. I haven't. I'm not done yet. But I found all of those at $2 a piece. Really, really happy. All right, so we're gonna continue with what else I found at my friend's shop. Yeah, such a great deal. Such a great deal. There's actually, I would say, 3 really big books, but we'll get into that. So Occupy Avengers. For people that I talked to in the community, they probably know why I'm showing this book. And I was super stoked to have found these at $2 a piece. Long story short, I think most people know that there is a Hawkeye Disney Plus show coming up. The news broke out that they might take a lot of that story that they're going to use for that, from my understanding, from the Occupy Avengers series. I've read so far issue 1 and issue 2. Can't wait to continue reading it. It's very homely. It's very personal. It's very small town story. So I think it's going to do really well. It's nothing anything big or crazy or somebody trying to take over like the world. It's a very close and personal story, and I think it'll do well. This is a 1 in 25 variant. I actually found 2 of them at my buddy's shop, again for $2 a piece. These don't go for too much now. I think once it comes out and people start to realize that it has to do with the Occupy Avengers, if it does have to do with it. I think these books will definitely start going up. So those are 1 in 25 variants there. And I found a number 2, another 1 in 25 variant. So super stoked in finding this one. I love this cover. This is actually also the inside page as well. It caught me off guard when I found this variant and I opened up the page. I thought it was a double cover, but yeah, super stoked. There is one book I think everybody should look out for, though, when it comes to the Occupy Avengers variants, and it's one of those percentile variants. So basically, comic book shops had to order a certain percent of issue of a comic, and then when they order this comic, the Occupy Avengers, then they could qualify for these certain variants. So they're not ratio, they're what they're called percentile or qualifiers and stuff. This is the one I think people should look out after. And the reason I'm saying that is if by chance it does come out, hold on real quick, let me fix this stand. Okay. If it comes out, boom, super professional. Let's do this again. So if it comes out to be true that, the Kate Bishop and Hawkeye Disney Plus show has a lot to do with Occupy Avengers story, oddly enough, if you read issue 1 and issue 2, Kate Bishop is not in there. But you know how Disney does, right? They just take the stories as a inspiration. They're not going to follow it verbatim. They'll just take the Occupy Avengers or the storyline as inspiration. Kate Bishop is not in this if you actually read issue 1 and issue 2, but this one is Occupy Avengers number 1, and there's Kate Bishop and Hawkeye on it. And I think this cover will definitely start commanding money. I think it's already slightly been talked about because when I purchased this, $2, I checked. I was thinking it might have gone for like about 8 or something. I checked eBay. People are wanting 25 for it. So obviously these things probably have talked about. What else? I also got this Spider Gideon Zero. Again, this is at my friend's shop. So continuing at my friend's shop where he gave me everything for $2 a piece. I got this one. Just a cool variant. You got Miles and a bunch of Spider heroes on it. I just thought it was cool. Not a crazy book. This one too. Another book that's not really expensive, but I really was trying to get my hands on this, and I didn't want to pay eBay prices. I just wanted to see if I could dig for it, and I found it. Transformers Terminator #1. This is actually cover A. There is a 1 in 10 that's like super sick. But again, it would be one of those I would prefer to find in the wild. But I absolutely love this freaking cover. And yeah, I got to pick it up. So super stoked. Again, $2. Got $2 in that one. Found 2 copies of Black Panther #7. You got Shuri. You got, this is a pretty cool cover. But significant of this is that Obama makes an appearance. And, that's pretty cool. And I think right now with the whole hype with Shuri possibly taking the mantle of the Black Panther in the MCU, right now a lot of Shuri books are just kind of going up. I personally I found 2 of these, $2 a piece. I thought it was pretty sick. Was happy to grab them. What else did I find? Unstoppable Wasp #2. Honestly, I just picked this up because you have Moon Girl and the Wasp on it. Right now, all the new characters, whether it's Miles or Moon Girl or Wasp or Amadeus Cho or Viv Vision, and man, the list goes on and on and on. Sam Alexander, whatever, they're all really hot right now. Really trending to be the future of not MCU, sorry, the future of Marvel. And so, really, I figured anything like this, just go ahead and pick it up. I didn't read it because I only got 1 issue. I might read it just to see what it is and see how I like it. Red Sonja #1, Alex Ross cover. This is the kind of Alex Ross stuff I like. Yeah, it still has a little bit of cosplay feel, but you know what? If she's doing a cosplay, I am all for it. Yeah, still going. Can you believe it? All of these things I found were $2 a piece. Sometimes this can command $10, so it's really good on my part. Those Obama books I showed you with Shuri on them, people ask about $10 for those. I found this, and I just thought it was interesting. Like, it's literally the ugliest J. Scott Campbell cover I have ever seen, and I just had to pick it up. I was all like, you would think Campbell could not go wrong, but yeah, I don't know. This has like a this is not my Campbell. But I did find this again for $2. It's not a 5.0. It's just the bag that he put it in. But honestly, I don't think the condition is 9.0. I don't know why there's a 5.0. It's not that bad. It might be like a 8 point something. But I did find this Spider-Man 601. So like I said, $2 a piece. And I still got more. Still showing more. But this one I got for $2. And what does this book go for? Some people ask 30, 40, 50, 60. It's kind of all over the place. But this is sick, J. Scott Campbell. How do I not pick it up for $2? I mean, there is no way around it. Found some Adam Hughes stuff, which was really cool. Nothing crazy, except for 2 of them are kind of crazy. I found this Wonder Woman 146. He actually had more Adam Hughes. I don't know why I didn't pick it up. I didn't, you know what it was? I didn't think he was going to give me the deal he gave me. That's probably why. So maybe I'll go see him again and pick up more. But I found that one, Wonder Woman 146. This actually goes for a little bit. I think around $20. But he gave it to me, again, like I said, for $2. Wonder Woman 152, Adam Hughes. Really stoked on having that one. You would think a cover like this would go for more, but maybe about $10. But like I said, I got it for 2. Wonder Woman 159, just a great Adam Hughes cover. And this book right here might get a little bit heated up once they release the Wonder Woman movie, just because of the armor and everything. This is Adam Hughes. I think this one definitely has potential of kind of gaining more popularity down the future, especially when the Wonder Woman movie comes out, or they show more trailers and she's in this look right here. All right, so speaking of Adam Hughes, probably 2 books that I got from my buddy. Now, this one was a stealth buy. This one is definitely a stealth buy. Like I said, people can ask $30, $40, $50 for this book. This was a stealth buy, in my opinion. But the next 2 Adam Hughes books, I thought was a really awesome stealth buy. And like I said, he gave it to me for $2 a piece. The first one, Tomb Raider 45, $2. Super stoked on having this. This is easily I would say about a $40 book. This is a super high grade copy. And on top of that, I also found a Tomb Raider 33. Again, another $40, $50 book. He gave me both of those for $2 a piece. Like I said, with the rest of the books, I will not stop saying $2 a piece because I think it's amazing. These two books alone can command close to $100. Just these two books. So, you know, thinking that I got these two books, that stack of DC New 52 sketch covers, this stack that I haven't even gone through yet. This is what's left of the haul, and this stack of books that I just went through. I mean, honestly, I cannot complain. I cannot complain. But yeah, $2 a piece. Adam Hughes, really stoked. Let's continue. Let's continue. What else did I get? New Teen Titans. New Teen Titans. Number 16. First appearance of Captain Carrot. $2. Found it. I just bought this just because I always like this cover. Superman number 9. I don't know if I would use the word iconic cover, but it's definitely a well-known cover. And maybe some people would think iconic, but it's definitely a well-known cover. Picked it up. Why not? $2. He had this in there. I just picked it up. I had no intentions of ever picking this book up. I never liked the spec on this book from the first time I heard about the spec on this book. But you know what? For $2, I'll pick it up. I guess the first time they show a black or African American Batman. What is the spec on that? That they might change Batman to a black actor one day. So if that is, that's cool. But yeah, you know what? Spec box, right? It's always good to have a spec box. This came out. It got hot. It's about a $7 book now. I got it for $2. I'll just throw it in a spec box and just leave it there. Nothing happens. $2 wasted. Not a big deal. I don't know why he had new stuff like this, but Captain Marvel number 20, first appearance of the Accusers. But you know what? Why not? Slightly hot book. What else did he have? He had these, which I thought was interesting. Again, I wasn't expecting any like newer stuff, but he had Firepower number 2, and he also had Firepower number 1. I want to read these. Apparently, the comic book community is saying these are great reads. I only got issue 1 and 2, but I still think it wouldn't be a bad idea to still read them. Gaining a lot of popularity within the community. A lot of people are saying great stuff about this. A lot of comic book people are loving this title. I mean, it is Robert Kirkman, so I can't see how it would go wrong. Definitely going to pick this up. I know there's some variants of this that goes for money. I think there's a gold foil variant that goes for pretty much premium. I love the Jordans on this, by the way. But yeah, I'll check this out. I'm going to read this tonight, and we will see what that is about. New X-Men. 115 variant. First Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Super stoked in finding this one for $2. Found these two as well. These books have gained a little bit of heat. New Avengers 53. You got the cameo appearance of, what is that? Brother Voodoo as a Sorcerer Supreme. And you have New Avengers 54. This is the first full appearance and origin of Brother Voodoo as a Sorcerer Supreme. There's some pretty sick variants for this. He didn't have it, but you know what? For $2 a piece, I had to pick it up. It's one of those spec things that's been going around. So I figure, you know what? Why not? Just pick them up. And the last 3 books, again, $2 a piece. Not lying. $2 a piece. Everything you saw, with the exception of the first 3 books, I found today at $2 a piece. X-Men 268. Just iconic cover. This one, I will say. I will use the word iconic for this one. Definitely. X-Men 248. What is this? First Jim Lee on X-Men. very popular book, very sought after book as far as like hunters and whatnot. I think it's just a great book to have in a collection. Jim Lee is such a legend in his own right, and definitely stoked to have this. So first Jim Lee on title, and probably one of the bigger books. I was super stoked. I was really happy to get those Tomb Raiders and Adam Hughes, but yeah, I found this one. Um, Call it what you want, man. First appearance of Gambit cameo. There's no way around the fact that this is a first appearance of Gambit. Uh, he speaks in this. I think he's in like 4 panels. But I can see where the X-Men 266 cover is much highly sought after. But when I found this and all of the books that I showed you, and he said $2 a piece, I found some other stuff that I didn't show because I just didn't feel it was worth putting in this haul. But yeah, long story short, I got 50 books, $100, $2 a piece, with the exception, like I said, of the first 3 Wolverine books. Yeah, and that's pretty much about it. I know this is a long haul. Ironically, I was actually going to wait for more books to come in, but I think this is good enough. Yeah, so like, subscribe, and if you're a return viewer, thank you. If you're new, please, hit up the subscribe button. I'll try to leave links to people like Joker M21, because I do a podcast with him, Gomez, Josh Grav, King of the Golden State, every Sundays. And yeah, it's a pretty cool podcast. We talk about comics. We talk about, specs. We talk about movies, TVs, anything to do with comics. So it's on Joker M21's channel. The podcast is called East Meets West. And this is, of course, if you're new. For people that's been on my channel, you know what that's all about. All right, that's pretty much a bit. Let me try that again. That's pretty much about it. All right, shoots and mahalos.